Hello and welcome to Super Smash Bros. League, Season 6, Preseason Week 3. I'm Snuffy Sam and I'm joined today by...
Hi, I'm Jack.
Yeah, last week of Preseason before we get into the main season. So this is the last week of testing, basically.
Yep, basically, last week to do some live testing. Test out, either double check that build you're feeling confident in is actually going to work, or try to get some last minute tweaks on the characters you don't feel quite as confident in. Both obviously have value. It's just a matter of which one your team thinks will benefit them more before going into the real deal.
Mm-hmm. At the top, the teams that went 2-0 in preseason so far. Obviously, it doesn't count, but it just shows where teams are. Currently, we have Mystic, Phalanx, Villains, and Pintsize. Interestingly, Mystic has managed to win both their matches without Kazuya. Not without bringing Kazuya, without using Kazuya. He has been in the lineup both weeks, and he has not shown up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I try not to read too much into preseason for multiple reasons. That's scary. That's scary.
And towards the bottom, the teams that haven't managed to get a win yet are Arsenal, Third Wheels, Excalibur, and Super Bash Sisters. Obviously, this isn't necessarily indicative, especially since last week there were a few teams that were 0-1 that went up against each other, so someone had to lose.
Yeah, and in addition to that, we are in such a... I mean, it's basically a completely new format for all intents and purposes, that even going into the early part of this season, I think we could see shakeups happen really easily as teams continue to figure things out, because even with off-season testing and preseason, there's still just so much to get a handle on with all of this.
Absolutely, although I'm sure Super Bash Sisters and Excalibur would definitely like to at least get some more KOs this week, if not a win.
I would imagine.
But yeah, I guess let's just get into our first match.
Yeah, let's go.
So for match 1, we have Team Villain versus Classic Mode Champions. Team Villain is one of the teams that has gone 2-0, so they're definitely looking to get their third win, potentially. And Classic Mode Champions is 1-1, I believe.
I think I've already forgotten, but
yes.
That sounds right.
Yes, it was Arsenal, Third Wheels, Excalibur, and Super Bash Sisters that haven't won yet. Classic Mode Champions is 1-1. But, Team Villain has benched a Zombie for this week. Classic Mode Champions have benched Yoshi. What are you thinking? Who do you think's taking this?
I have no idea. I'm going to be honest. I have no grip of anything anymore in the league. It's going to take me about half the season before I feel like I understand anything. I'm calling that right now.
Half seems generous.
Yeah, that seems,
Interestingly, both Villains and Classic Mode Champions have changed up quite a few of their builds from last week. I mean, Link is the same as last week, Roger's the same as last week. Those characters don't seem to need so much work. They're also in the back, so I think they're not really anticipating they'll need them. But you ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, Team Villain versus Classic Mode Champions. So starting off with Donkey Kong versus Mario. What are they running?
So Donkey Kong is on Attack +4, Support +3, Defense +0. He has Meloetta, Rock Mario, and is using the Crystal AI. Mario is Attack +2, Defense +2, Support +3, with Gold Mario and the Blathers AI.
Yes. So Mario's AI is more meant for grabs. As you can see, he's already back thrown Donkey Kong once, and he tried another grab, though he didn't get it. And Donkey Kong's is meant to stay on the ground as much as possible and use his obviously very good grounded attacks, which may include grabs.
Which would make sense for both. Also, canon match, obviously, and where it all started.
Yeah, and well, there goes Mario.
Yep.
That's now the canon.
I lied. That wasn't Mario in the original Donkey Kong. That was Jumpman.
But that also wasn't this Donkey Kong, really.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The icon that he has on the banner is the art from the side of the arcade, but this is not the same Donkey Kong.
Roy, by the way, Roy's out now. He's attack +5, defense +0, support +2, with Azura and Medusa AI. Ridley is attack +5, defense +2, support +0 with Tingle AI.
So both very high attacking characters. Tingle AI is interesting when you have no build, because Tingle AI is supposed to be the AI for using items well. Although maybe they just like his behavior so much without the items.
Interesting. But in this case, okay, you see so Bowser Jr. is attack +2, defense +2, support +3 with Sothis and a Tifa AI. And Luigi is attack +3, defense +1, support +3 with Meloetta and Majora's Mask on a Waddle Dee AI.
Yes, so Waddle Dee is... Oh, well, he did get the up B there. Managed to activate the Sothis.
Yeah.
Waddle Dee uses upwards attacks. Tifa AI uses smash attacks.
That makes sense for Tifa AI.
Yes, and you can see Luigi using a couple up airs.
I cannot remember what AI actually correlates to what yet. That makes sense.
I tried to make it somewhat relevant.
Yeah, they definitely are. And this is a good thing that it feels like there are so many options for teams to choose from. That's what we want. It just means that offhand, I often am like not 100% sure if I'm remembering correctly, / figuring it out correctly based off the name.
Yeah. Yes, so now we have Dark Pit versus Captain Falcon.
Yeah. Captain Falcon is attack +3, support +4 with Celebi and a Kraid AI. And then Dark Pit is attack +3, defense +1, support +3 with Geese Howard and Gygus AI.
Yes, so Gygus AI is the more defensive one. It's supposed to, stay away and camp out opponents if possible. Meanwhile, Kraid AI uses more side attacks. He uses those extendy arm things in his fight.
The whole thing for his fight is that you're facing each other. Oh, that connects. That should kill.
It should kill. It's at 120. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his defense wasn't that high.
No.
But now we have Bowser coming in.
Attack +4, defense +1, support +2 with Halberd and the Crystal AI.
Yes, so Crystal AI. Obviously, Bowser will also want to be a grounded character like Donkey Kong, just sort of open and close with that. And now we've got Link coming in.
Link, attack +4, support +3, Halberd and Gooligan on the Kraid AI again. For those that didn't figure it out, I realized I'm not going to list off things with +0 anymore.
Yeah.
You can extrapolate that yourself if I don't list it.
Yeah, that's the other commentators figured that out after the first couple matches, so I think you're ahead of them.
First couple? I was on the first.
Yeah. But yes, both of these characters have been the strongest on their teams in testing and in the preseason, I believe. Bowser at least. Well, that'll happen.
Yeah. This is a case where, on that stage, Shadow Moses specifically, probably really bad for Crate AI.
Yeah, that is the thing. If you're going to have lots of characters with the Crate AI, it might be good to ban Shadow Moses Island, because it is very hard to kill with side attacks on that stage.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, during that final exchange, we saw that Link was getting in good hits back on Bowser, and they were both hitting each other hard a bunch. But Link's hits were just launching in the wrong direction, which really kind of, in the end, made it heavily favor Bowser, and that paid off for him.
Yeah, I mean, they were both well over 100 damage, so Link definitely did his job, but it just wasn't the best fit for that stage. But, despite that, very back and forth match. It's pretty much even the whole way through.
Very. Yes. It really felt like everybody was generally doing their job. I didn't feel like anybody came off as a particularly weak Link or anything. Seeing that Shadow Moses with Great AI, though, it kind of makes me realize, hey, do you need, like, a backup AI if you know that one of the stages you're going to have to be on is going to be, like, really bad for yours and you don't want to spend coins?
I mean, that is a strategy. I think some teams have, like, cycled between Eevee and Linda's AI, depending on either matchup or stage matchup. I haven't really checked what they're actually doing, but there are some characters that are cycling like that, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was a...
Are you there? You cut out for me.
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. I was just talking about how some characters have been cycling between, for instance, Eevee and Linda's AI, and it's unclear if that's an emergent strategy for, dealing with weird matchups or weird stages, or if it's just something, teams are doing as they figure out their characters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think we have an automatic clear, like, best answer on how to do things yet.
Yeah. I will say, for your first season attempt, and where teams have, coins to spend, and they're probably not going to spend it on the boost that changes the AI, considering that's a big risk.
Yeah.
And nobody's tested it. I think teams will probably be able to spend coins on banning maps more easily. So, for this season at least, probably the right choice is banning maps.
Probably.
Yeah. But, ready for the next match?
Yeah.
And for match 2, we have Pokemon Masters versus Super Bash Sisters. Pokemon Masters are 1-1. Super Bash Sisters are 0-2, and I believe they don't have that many KOs either. They're at the bottom of the preseason rankings right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 5 KOs?
Yeah, so something around there. And, so Super Bash Sisters have changed up a few things. Pokemon Masters seem to have the same builds as last week, but they have benched Pokemon Trainer for the first time this preseason and brought in Incineroar.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I don't know. Let's just get into it. I just can't make any kinds of predictions in the preseason. I just can't. Like, it all just feels so unpredictable to me, especially with how teams are still figuring so many things out. It's just...
Yep. Fair enough. So, let's get into it. Pokemon Masters versus Super Bash Sisters.
Yeah.
So, we are starting things off with Pikachu versus Daisy. What are they running?
Yeah, so Pikachu is on Attack +4, Support +3 with Zapfish, Meloetta, and the Crystal AI. Whereas Daisy is using Attack +3, Defense +2, Support +2 with Miltank and the Dixie AI.
Yes.
I assume Dixie AI is related to aerials.
That would be correct. Because Dixie
Yes.
likes the air, and as you can see, Daisy definitely wanted to stay in the air there. Very interesting to see
Yeah.
a Crystal AI character matching up against a Dixie AI character. Oh, into the water.
Yeah. And as of right now, it seems like it is definitely favoring Daisy in the Dixie AI.
Yes.
Although, what's interesting is that Pikachu is not. This feels like a perfect matchup for Pikachu to use.
Thunderbolt? Yeah, you'd think.
The Galdi.
Yeah. You'd think that, wouldn't you?
There we go.
But didn't.
Nope. So coming in now is Jigglypuff, attack +2, defense +2, support +3, with Polar Bear, Fiora, and another Crystal AI.
You can see that's why. Oh, and there goes Jigglypuff. Let's see if Daisy is able to recover with her flowers. Okay, she gets 1, she gets 2, and
2.
Jigglypuff is slowly moving towards the 3rd. Oh, Jigglypuff got the 3rd.
Even still, if you're Daisy, I think you're content with that.
Yeah, especially since you just got another kill.
Oh my goodness, Daisy's going crazy. We were talking about Vash Sisters. Incineroar is on attack +3, support +4 with Celebi and the Blathers AI.
Yeah, there goes Daisy. I mean, that's not going to last long against Incineroar. His kill power.
No. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. If you're Bash Sisters, you're happy with Daisy after a performance like that.
Already a dead Luma so quickly.
Yeah. Rosalina and Luma, by the way, are on attack +2, defense +3, support +2. With
Okay. Oh, well, there goes it.
Oh, and this.
I mean, it's not really the stage morph. It was Rosalina pressuring Incineroar during the stage morph. She was able to make it back because she just kept pushing him off.
The thing is, it wasn't the stage morph, but if it had still been Tortimer Island, Incineroar could have survived it.
Yes.
Is the difference, because... But, like, I mean, that's how it goes. It wasn't... by the way, the U2... He's on attack +3, defense +1, support +3 with Halberd, Quickman, and the Gygus AI. And right now, Rosalina and Luma are having a rough time of it. I mean, they took out Incineroar, but...
taking out Incineroar was their job. It would have been nice to get that final smash, but I don't think they expected much more out of them.
Yeah, no, Incineroar is just such a... just has so much firepower behind him, pun intended.
And you can see how much Mewtwo's just camping in shield. Violet?
Yeah.
Okay. Violet wanted to take a nap.
Violet, by the way, attack +3, defense +1, support +3 with Halberd, Gooligan, and Great AI.
Yes, so definitely wants to get those side specials, although Mewtwo has been very defensive, hasn't let her hit much of anything yet.
Yeah. This Gygus AI, I think, is part of what's making it so effective on Mewtwo, is that he has a lot of really, really big ranges on his attacks.
Oh, that was a good uppie, though. She would have died if Mewtwo was not in the way.
But because Mewtwo has such range on so many of his moves, it makes playing defensive really easy for him. Because he has a pretty easy time just batting people away.
And Violet getting close. No, gets taken out. Mewtwo is close to his final smash now.
Yeah, Dark Samus is on attack +2, defense +2, support +3. Polar Bear, Shine Spray, and the Gygus. Also, we actually have Prime 4 news, everybody. It's real. It still exists.
Yeah. So there we go.
I don't think Dark Samus is going to be in Prime 4.
I don't know. Maybe. They'd have to. They could make another one.
That's true. They could make another one.
Yeah, now we have two Gygus AI characters going up against each other, so we'll see which one is better able to camp out the other. But there goes Mewtwo.
Dark Samus was able to finally take out Mewtwo, but Mewtwo was looking great. And Lucario is out for Masters, their last character. He is on attack +1, defense +3, support +3 with Geese Howard and the Lindis AI.
So Lindis AI is using normals. So, your tilt attacks, your dash attack.
Also,
your, Yes. Dark Samus is stuck in the water.
I know who Lin is. Calling Lin Lindis threw me off. I was like, wait, do I know who Lindis is?
Well, I mean, it's just... Some people shortened it to Lin AI, but it's just, fit it in with the rest of them. Make sure it's obvious. No. Yeah.
Yes.
And Dark Samus is incredibly stuck in the water, which is not necessarily good for her. But she has her final smash.
No,
if she uses it,
she's out of the water.
She could use her final smash here and get a KO.
It's possible.
Or she could not use it. Or she could choose to not use it.
Dark Samus... I don't know what she's doing. She's acting like she's still caught in the water a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, and there goes Dark Samus. That is going to be potentially tough for Super Bash Sisters from this point because of Lucario being able to get access to his final smash at 80. One of them might not kill depending on how low Wii Fit Trainer is, but two of them probably will.
Two of them almost certainly will. Wii Fit Trainer, by the way, attack +5, support +3, Meloetta, Balrog, Alucard.
And Alucard is the AI that spams special moves. So you can see Wii Fit Trainer using her...
that was my...
Had her using her deep breathing.
Lucario, though, so far, it feels like he's really had the upper hand against Wii Fit.
Yeah, I mean, he's just completely juggling her, and if she can't kill before the final smash, she is going to die.
She's completely done, yeah.
So she needs to figure out something to kill him with. Because so far, she doesn't seem like she's done much damage to him.
Yeah, so far she hasn't even really been able to... Oh!
Yeah, didn't even need the final smash. Wow.
I mean, to me that looked like a... Overall, I will say, well, that... Wii Fit just... Dark Samus kind of broke there a little bit at the end, but that just happens sometimes with the water. Mm-hmm. We've seen that happen across the league's history just all
especially
the time.
On polar bear
That's
characters. That is difficult to put polar bear characters up on a water map.
Yeah, polar bear specifically really it doesn't like it. It just gets into trouble. But otherwise, Dark Samus was looking good. Wii Fit struggled at the end there, though. Yeah. But like overall, I think Bash Sisters. While you're coming out of this preseason 0-3, I think overall you actually also come out of this last match looking pretty good. Mm-hmm.
I think they've had other AIs on Wii Fit Trainer that have worked differently. In this Wii Fit Trainer AI, like her special moves are all very good, but there is definitely a blind spot where all of them hit to the side of her. Right, where the solar flare and the soccer ball both hit horizontally, so she doesn't have any moves for hitting up or down, and Lucario definitely exploited that weakness here.
100%, yeah. But yeah, and I mean on Master's side, I think really everybody looked pretty good. I have some concerns about Pikachu not using his down B at all, even when it would make sense. But yeah, I mean, I think Mewtwo in particular, looked fantastic to me this week.
He was played very smart against Byleth in particular.
Yeah.
But on to the next match.
Yeah.
So for match 3, we have Team Retro versus Team Excalibur. Retro is 1-1 in the preseason, Excalibur is 0-2 in the preseason, and they've been struggling to get KOs.
Yeah, I mean, I am a Team Retro supporter. though I will admit I have not been super active in this in the off season. But I am of course have to admit a little biased towards retro, so I hope they win. But Excalibur historically is an interesting team historically. I mean, again, new format, everything is up in the air still. But historically, Excalibur is a team that is kind of a bit more inconsistent in the main season and then tends to go crazy in the format of the postseason.
Yes, that would be correct.
It's possible that even with the build AI changes, that could still be true for them potentially. I'm sure ideally they just want to be good in both, which makes sense. That's the dream. But if I'm Excalibur, I'm not automatically, from the perspective of Team Excalibur, I'm probably not the most concerned team if my main season is still not like incredible,
Yeah, you just have to not be bottom 2, really.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Excalibur trying a new build on Sephiroth this week, but most things are being kept the same. So you ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, Team Retro versus Team Excalibur. And we are starting off with Pit versus Sora. What are they running?
Yeah, so Pit, attack +2, defense +2, support +3 with Geese Howard and the Lin AI. I'm calling it the Lin AI. I am not saying. Whereas Sora is on attack +3, support +4, Celebi with the Crate AI.
So very interesting. Pit sort of hoping to get that final smash while Sora's at high enough damage to be killed by it. Which, this isn't the smallest stage in the world, but it's also not super huge.
Yeah. No.
Especially if
also,
you can bait Sora to get down the tree.
Also, I will say I do not like how similar these portraits feel to me.
Yeah, they are quite similar looking portraits, all things considered. They're just sort of staring straight at their eyes, and that brown mop of hair completely missed.
Missed. Wow.
Yeah, that's rough for Pit. I don't know if he's getting this kill.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not very often that Pit misses his final smash, but Sora's just like just moves so quickly in the air, and it was just wasn't meant to be. And there goes Pit. Dr. Mario is out now. Dr. Mario is on attack +5, support +2 with Halberd and the Kraid AI. I worry about Kraid versus somebody like Sora again.
Oh, well, but Sora did miss the Door to Darkness. So,
yeah.
There we go. It's not the Door to Darkness.
With how much vertical Sora can have, though, I worry about Dr. Mario being horizontal focused potentially.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Mario could use his back air at this point probably to kill, or his forward smash.
Yeah,
if you can manage to connect with it.
At this point, especially with how light Sora is, I think Dr. Mario has a number of kill options.
But he can also be pressured off stage, especially since we're going to Hollow Bastion now. And Sora taking a 2-character lead.
Yeah, and oof. Sora's just looking oppressive right now. He's just looking so strong. He's just recovering from everything.
We've got Peach coming in.
Is on attack +4, support +3 with Sothis and a Kraid AI again.
Yeah, she finally manages to take Sora out, but she takes about 50 damage for her troubles.
Yeah, and here is Sephiroth. He is on Defense +5, support +2 with Polar Beard and Kree. Yeah, there goes Peach. So in comes Marth. He is attack +4, defense +1, support +2 with Azura and another Kree AI.
Yes, and I mean, Azura, a very high, high damage dealing spirit.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh, that's rough.
No.
That footstool is gonna take out Marth, and it is all down to Samus to take out 4 characters.
I believe in Samus. We heard about Prime Force. Samus is energized. Samus is on attack +3, support +4 with Celebi and the Gygas AI.
Honestly, Samus probably isn't even going to be in that one. You don't know who's in the suit.
Federation Force.
You don't know who's in the suit.
God. It's just Federation Force 2, actually.
Exactly. And Sephiroth is off stage. He is not able to recover during the stage morph. So that is 1 character down, and Samus, does have Celebi, so she can, potentially, especially with her Gygas AI, sort of keep away, heal, play more defensively.
Although Cloud came in and did a lot of damage very quickly, she is healing it back, and I don't know if Cloud is making it back.
Yeah, he's not making it back.
He doesn't. Oh my God, Samus! Cloud, by the way, was on attack +5, support +2, Halberd, Tifa. Here is Pyra/Mithra in Pyra form. Attack +1, defense +3, support +3, Gold Mario Lin AI.
Samus is healing down. If she can use this final smash, she can potentially kill, but Dark Samus didn't use her final smash on Gygas AI, so I don't have high hopes.
No, me neither. I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, wait, was Dark Samus also with Gygas? And,
yep, there goes the final smash.
Yep. That seems to be a real issue with, at least on the Samuses, with the Gygas AI.
Yeah, granted, Samus has never been good at using her final smash.
Yeah, there was like 2 seasons ago for a while there, she was actually pretty good about it. And then last season, she just never used it. It was just a really random change that I cannot explain. And it seems to still be carrying. And geez, what was initially pretty even between Mithra and Samus is just, Pyra. Pyra is just destroying Samus at this point.
That dash attack
KOs. Yeah. I think what can happen is it feels like if the Gygas AI gets thrown off, it has a really difficult time recovering.
Yeah, Gygas AI has a very strong rhythm with playing defensive. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move, blocking it, and then countering it, and staying out of range. But if it gets pressured in any way, and it doesn't really know how to get reset back to neutral, to get back into that defensive stance.
Yeah.
But good on Excalibur for getting your first win of the preseason. Sora looking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, Sora looked incredible.
And, Sephiroth held his own against Peach. Didn't need to hold his own very much against Marth, all things considered.
Yeah.
I guess that's going to be it for this match. On to the next match.
Yeah.
And for match 4, we have the Athletes versus Team Arsenal. So the Athletes have gone 1-1. Team Arsenal has gone 0-2, though both of them were fairly close matches. So, what are you thinking here?
I mean,
I will note that athletes have benched Terry, who was pretty good in the previous 2 preseason matches.
I should have paid more attention when watching the last couple of preseason weeks because I remember nothing. I don't. Something in my gut is just saying Arsenal, though. I don't know. That's just. It's just a gut feeling.
Well, we'll see if that's accurate. The athletes versus Team Arsenal. So we are starting off with Robot versus Robot, Mega Man versus Rob. What are they running?
Yeah, so Rob is on Attack +2, Defense +2, Support +3 with Gold Mario and Kraid. Whereas Mega Man is on Attack +5, Support +2 with Polar Bear and Eevee AI. I'm assuming Eevee is an all-arounder type AI?
Yes, that is correct. Eevee does everything equally.
Yeah. Which makes sense for... Which, feels very reasonable on Mega Man, who is a very all-arounder type character.
Ooh.
Oh, there goes Rob. Wow, that Fire Sword took Rob out real early, actually. It's not usually easy to break through that wall.
I mean, he was over 100, but even still, he had Gold Mario.
The Falco is on Attack +5, Defense +1, Support +1 with Rock Mario on the Lin AI. Oh, look at all the Mega Mans.
Here we go. You got to see X, who Mega Man is named after. I mean, I assume there are other X's out there.
Like Twitter.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. It's X versus the Blue Bird.
Yeah, I think now I have to root for the Blue Bird no matter what.
Well, he has taken out Mega Man.
Here comes Isabel. Attack +4, Defense +1, Support +2, Halberd, and Crystal AI.
All right. So yeah.
Falco seems to be doing really well against her.
Isabel, interesting to have her on. She's got his Final Smash at the ready. We'll see if. Oh, he combos into it off the wall, and that's gonna kill.
Wow.
That's gonna kill over 100.
Yeah. It sent her straight up too. Wow.
There goes.
Okay. Yeah. No.
That's fair. All things considered.
that tracks. Yeah. Me Brawler. He's Attack +4, Support +3, Gold Mario Kraid. And we are on Wrecking Crew. Oh, that's right. Min Min is here now too. Min Min is on Defense +5, Support +2 with Polar Bear and Gygus. Min Min really just wants to live forever.
just stay away, live forever, and
yeah.
And I think in the previous preseason weeks I described it as playing like an asshole, where she just camps in the middle of the stage and uses her arms to cross the stage. And you know what? It's working so far.
Oh, it worked. Yeah. No. I think this is the first build we've had all night with just no attack points at all.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe Sephiroth last match, or maybe he had attack +1.
I don't think so. I will double check. Sephiroth was 0 attack. You're correct. So
okay.
This second. Okay.
Yes, but yeah, we've seen how that can be, how effective that can be. But now we have 2 new characters in.
Yeah. We may be. Oh, no. Sword Fighter is on Attack +3, Defense +1, Support +3 with Roxas and Eevee AI. Another very all-arounder, makes a lot of sense for Sword Fighter. Duck Hunt is attack +4, support +4 with Celebi and Tifa.
But not able to hack it against Sword Fighter, and in comes K-Rool.
I looked away. I looked away to read the builds, and when I came back, I realized I needed to go back to the builds. K-Rool. Attack +4, defense +1, support +2 with Meloetta and Create AI. Makes sense. Oh, that was a nice
yeah, very nice shot with that cannonball.
And we are completely evened up. Me Gunner, by the way, is on attack +3, support +4 with Celebi and another EVAI. But this is the first match of the night where we've seen any EVAI.
And I mean, it is effective. You can see how Sword Fighter did against Duck Hunt. You can see how Mega Man did against Rob. So it is definitely effective. The gimmicky
of their traits.
Single, the gimmicky like sort of single direction AIs though can also be extremely powerful if you know those attacks are good. And wow, that doesn't kill at 120.
Wow.
That's gonna kill. Oh, poor Arsenal. Oh my goodness, it doesn't. Wow.
No. What?
But that does.
Okay. I cannot believe that we had two back-to-back things where it was like, oh, this will kill, and it just didn't either time.
On 2 attack plus characters as well.
Yeah.
Weren't even particularly defensive, except for the healing. But yeah, I mean that is rough for Arsenal to go 0-3 in the preseason, but they definitely brought it to a very close finish.
Yeah, and against a very strong team at that. I mean, both teams just looked great. Like, there's no way around it. Good job, everybody. I don't know. And I think the other thing is, like, I don't know the builds for our final 4 teams of the night, but, like, to me, Athlete showed why teams that may be sleeping on EV AI maybe shouldn't and could look at it again, potentially, because it looked good here.
Yeah. But let's move on to the next match. So for match 5, we have Team Phalanx versus the Third Wheels. So, for Phalanx, they are another 2-0 team. Third Wheels are an 0-2 team, so a little bit of an uphill battle, but perhaps Third Wheels have figured something out here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I keep saying it, but it's preseason. Who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Looks like Robin is benched for Phalanx over Fox, who was benched last week. I think they're just sort of testing out them. Yeah. I don't see any particularly new builds from either side. Want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Alright, Team Phalanx versus Third Wheels. So we are starting off with Fox versus Bayonetta. What are they running?
Yep. Fox is running attack +4, defense +2, support +1 with Mimikyu and the EVAI, because of course I said something about EVAI, and whereas Bayonetta is running attack +5, defense +1, support +2 with Halberd and Tifa AI.
Yeah, I mean, the Bayonetta's Tifa AI would be very good if she could hit with her smash attacks. But Fox, being the all-rounder that he is,
makes sense. Yeah, I mean, again, like, these builds both lean into things that make sense for the characters to me. Fox just does, I don't think Fox is quite as well-rounded as a couple of the characters that we were seeing last match on Athletes, but like he is definitely a well-rounded character, and you want him moving and kind of doing a bit of everything. You want him in the air a little bit, you want him running around at the ground a bit, you want him using his specials a little bit. Like they all have a pretty clear purpose in his kit. And Bayonetta, I mean, her smash attacks have massive range, and they do so much damage and knockback. Like,
there it goes.
Yeah, there it is. Like you can't not have her trying to take advantage of them. And what's interesting there is that was a case where I felt like Fox was generally out fighting Bayonetta, but because of her build, she just got in a few good hits, and it didn't super matter in the end.
Yeah, and she was able to get 50% extra credit on Ike, even though he was able to take her out in one hit.
Yeah. Sonic, by the way, attack +3, support +4 with Celebi and Lyn. Whereas Ike is on attack +4, support +3 with Gold Mario and Kraid.
Looks like that Gold Mario is more or less worn off by now. Oh, well. Maybe
Yeah, I would think at 150%.
Though it depends on how much knockback Sonic's attacks do.
That's true, but I would be even Sonic. I would think at this percentage, it's almost 200%.
Over 200%. He's got his final smash. I mean, he could use it to kill Sonic at this percent.
He could.
Oh, this might kill Sonic.
I mean,
this might kill.
I think it
if
will.
it doesn't, Sonic. Well, yeah, it kills. And Ike.
Wow.
It has. Okay, well there we go. It's even again.
Okay. Yeah. Joker. Well, first King DDD is on attack +5, support +2 with Halberd and EVAI. Joker is on another 0 attack build. Defense +4, support +3, Ender Dragon EVAI.
Yeah, so I just meant to.
Ender Dragon was, and the first time we've seen Ender Dragon tonight, that was really, in my mind, the defining spirit of last season, though.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that since we lost the primary spirits, since we don't have access to those, you don't get access to the spirits that boost the duration of Ender Dragon, which is what made it so devastating.
Yeah, no. Yes, it makes sense why we are not seeing it used as much. But I think it's. I think it. I understand the desire to try to see if it can still work, because it can still be devastating.
Maybe you should say Snake Spill, by the way. Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, I should. Rip, attack +1, defense +4, support +2, Bahamut 0, and Crystal AI, Rip Snake.
Yeah, Bahamut 0, good spirit if you can use your final smash. If you cannot, then it does nothing.
What does Bahamut 0 do again?
Boosts the damage of final smash.
Okay. Oh, it whips it. Ryu, though, is up to 98%. Oh, there he goes.
And drop shield a bit too
Wow.
early. Maybe shouldn't have dropped shield. Well, the third wheels have also gone 0-3, and Phalanx has gone 3-0.
Yep. Yeah, wow. DDD just absolutely cleaned up. I mean, wow. I mean, it felt like Joker, Snake, and Ryu all struggled, but like even still, it just felt like DDD was just unstoppable tonight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Bayonetta. I mean, Bayonetta was doing her job. She was getting the big hits. Sonic was doing his job. He was racking up the damage, although he potentially could have survived to get a kill on Ike. That would have helped his team. But yeah, it's just DDD firing on all cylinders like we saw in preseason week 1. He's gonna be a difficult nut to crack. But
it's gonna be
gonna be hard. Third wheels, maybe try a different build for Snake, because Bahamut 0 didn't have any impact this match. Honestly, I'm not sure how many matches it would have impact because Snake's Final Smash kills at 0 half the time anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, I understand the desire to boost something about him that's already strong, but the thing about Snake's Final Smash that needs boosting isn't its potential power, it feels like. It can kill in incredibly low percents.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, we'll see if how if Third Wheels makes any changes going into the main season. But for now,
Yeah.
On to the final match of the week.
Yeah.
And for match 6, we have Team Mystic versus Team Pintsize. Both of these teams are 2-0. One thing to note is that Team Pintsize has benched Kirby this week. They are the only team to not have a character in all 3 weeks. Or, well,
That's
okay. I mean, they're the only team to bench the same character in all 3 weeks. Because Mystic didn't have Kazuya in the first 2 weeks. We'll see if they don't have him in this week.
Yeah, that signals to me they are either extremely confident in Kirby, or they feel like he is a complete lost cause to the degree that they have no intention of trying to do anything with him. I would hope it's the former, that they feel that confident in Kirby. At least in terms of understand, even if he's not the best character, they're like, Kirby is at X level, and that level is acceptable, and like we're happy with it. It's a lot of confidence to have to not see it at all, but I hope that's the case.
Yeah. And one interesting thing is Pintsize bringing in Congo Falls this week. A very difficult stage for some characters to recover on. Perhaps they're hoping to take out Ganondorf and Corrin with it. So those are 2 characters with weak recoveries.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, let's get into it. Team Mystic versus Team Pintsize.
Yes.
Alright, we are starting with Zelda versus Diddy Kong. What are they running?
Zelda is on Attack +4, Defense +1, Support +2, Soren, Shine Sprite, Crystal AI. Diddy Kong is on Attack +1, Defense +3, Support +3, Miltank, Pidgey, Lin AI.
Diddy Kong getting some good combos in on Zelda, who has been a menace in the preseason.
These are...
So, Zelda's starting to retaliate. I mean, it just takes a couple smash attacks for her to make this back is the thing. So, oh, and a lightning kick. That deals a lot of damage to Diddy Kong and almost takes him out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So, it's really not uncommon.
And Zelda has evened it up, and she is in the lead.
Yeah, and you can tell just how close she is to killing, too, with a number of those smash attacks. And that's the thing, a lot of the times, you'll see these characters who are like, they're just taking hit after hit after hit of their damage.
But Diddy Kong manages to take out Zelda. Yeah.
And he scratches his butt in celebration.
Mm-hmm. And Palutena retaliates. We are back to an even match.
So we have Ness coming in. He is Attack +4, Defense +1, Support +2 with Psyduck, Zapfish, and Kraid. Whereas Palutena is on Attack +2, Defense +4, Support +1, Shedinja. Guess who died? Oh, nobody died.
No, nobody died. I was just saying that I think there's a very specific move that Ness is using Kraid AI for. One specific side move. One specific side move that they might want him to use more than the others.
Anyway, Ganondorf, because that's 4 through Palutena. Dorf is attack +3, support +4, with Celebi and Kraid. I feel like Kraid has been the really popular AI.
Okay, well, there you go. He was stuck in his smash attack animation. He could not jump.
Yeah. Corrin is on attack +5, support +2 with Halberd and Lance.
Versus...
Villager's here. I look away. It's like a nice little surprise for me when I look back after reading the builds. Villager, attack +4, support +3, Meloetta, Shedinja, Blathers.
Okay.
What's Blathers is...
Blathers is grab.
Of some sort?
Blathers is grabs.
Grab, that's right, yes.
Because he likes to collect things.
I was like, Blathers is a bird. That's probably... But no, grabbing makes sense for Blathers.
Yes. Yeah, Kraid AI being so popular is interesting. I think, honestly, just a lot of characters, you know, like forward tilt is usually a pretty good combo move. Forward smash is usually the best ground kill move. Back air is probably the best air kill move. Forward air is one of the best air combo moves, and then dash attack is one or the other. And side special usually has some good utility too.
Yeah.
So, a lot of good moves on the forward attacks.
Yeah, but Corrin just keeps doing these up airs. Yep, there it goes. Bye, Villager. Ice Climbers are in with defense +4, support +3, Gold Mario, and other Blathers.
Oh, and yeah, can't recover on this stage. Seems like the stage is doing what they set out to do, taking care of Ganondorf and Corrin for them.
And Kazuya is here. Attack +1, defense +2, support +3, with Sophis and Tifa.
Yes. So this is the first time we've seen it. So, and that's we won't be seeing it anymore.
Yeah. The stage was. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pintsize was fighting very well. Villager struggled a bit against Corrin. I would say is the only falter, but that can also just be rough matchup, I think. But like, they were fighting well, but the stage really worked out perfectly for them. It was a great call.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we still haven't really seen.
we still haven't really seen Kazuya. Yeah. Still haven't seen what Kazuya is capable of on his 6-point build that he's forced to have. So, in theory, he's very good. We still have not seen him.
I'm terrified of him still. I know we didn't really see much of him tonight. I'm terrified of him. There's a reason he's restricted to 6 points.
Yeah.
And even with that, there's a very real chance he could. I would not be shocked even with that if he ends up as the best character in the league at the end of this season.
Not very likely if he stays as the closer.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, very good on Pintsize. I mean, they had the lead even on Mystic's home map. It was just going to their home map is what let them take it home.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I don't want to like the map just kind of complemented Pintsize perfectly, and let them like really excel.
But that's gonna be all for this week. We saw a lot of interesting matches this week. A lot of interesting matches the entire preseason.
Yeah,
I think we've got a few 3-0 teams. We've got a few 0-3 teams that are hopefully going to turn things around in the main season, but I suppose we'll find out what teams actually do when they're putting their best foot forward.
Yeah, and it's gonna be time, everybody. The real start of it all.
But that's all for this week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.